C9.
Yeah, you can understand why you'd want to pick into this map against C9, knowing Electronic and Perfecto, this was the permaban in Na'Vi. You can exploit this mid position where Perfecto's been tasked with anchoring down. Electronic filling the shoes of Nafany, aggressive over towards that A ramp. And well, Buster, you mentioned he has to replace Axile, who's one of the absolute best at holding that B bomb site on this map. So it's going to be a difficult task for Cloud9 when you consider some of those worries.
100%. Yeah, I mean, it's maybe out of date, the data that I'm referencing, but I will never forget Devil Walk talking about doing research for players on who to watch for B anchor defense. And the rating difference was the largest ever between Axile and the number 2, JKS.
Afro going to try and search over the top of that as establishing one way to work with here for Mezzy. So obscuring the view, and then he can play around it, be cheeky on players who want to play up towards that wooden cubby. And he's doing a good job of searching and applying pressure. If he can continue to bully Buster, think about how many rounds they've pressured B and middle. It is going to force them to play a different setup, which you can see from Cloud9 right now. Shiro has to play mid, Perfecto and Buster dealing with this early B pressure, and that means A is not as heavily fortified by Hobbit and Electronic.
Speaking of A, coming to play, Hobbit flashed up.
Gonna pick this.
Audible, toe spotted, Dexter caught, no trade, Roy might have him, Hobbit stubborn, and it's Mezzy once again in this head-to-head with Buster, with support, Flash as well, so they know a little bit more as to how the CTs are positioned.
He had the defense almost exactly as they'd like it here, FNATIC, but still giving up the opener. Plenty of util to try and finish this, so grouping together now with about 50 seconds left on the clock. Afro searching, this is a well-placed molly.
Does he hit it? Does he hit it? Turns the... Oh, it's an extinguish.
He saw the trajectory.
They know. Ouch, that nade leaves Hobbit with very
Roy has one as well.
With. That's sure, he pushes wide. Crims was holding. And leaves us into an AWP head-to-head that Shiro was unprepared for. A valuable contribution now from Afro. Not in a hurry, but with 20 seconds, they do need to get a wiggle on. Electronic needs help, needs support. Perfecto to distract, maybe Electronic. Ooh, he had a chance onto the bomb carrier. Roy saves them, and just in the nick of time, the frags come through for that plant. Buster 1v3, can he deny? Doesn't look like it.
Bomb has been planted.
And FNATIC securing and
B for them.
CSP.
Yeah.
I'm there now, I'm getting there. Bang, very significant damage to Dexter. Missing a finger or two.
Buster the AWPer.
The AWP, of course.
Well, Mezzy can't apply pressure towards B right now, so that's a big scalp to take.
Mezzy wasn't expecting a secondary AWP, and well, Shiro's got one too. They make that clear. As Roy sent 6 feet under.
Limits the options as well here, Mezzy going down, so can't really rotate back towards B. We'll just have to try their luck, hope they can get a kill here over towards the A side of the map. FNATIC already drawn back a 4v5 disadvantage. 3-on-5 would be something special.
Well, you said the shots were necessary yet pedestrian. I think Afro would have to do something quite incredible to get them into this one.
He can keep creeping here.
This would be set for success onto the Electronic angle. Losing health and hope. 20 HP left. Afro's down. And FNATIC hang their heads as they lose this round. Perfect from Cloud9. You can see they're coming. Ooh, he's alive. I like the reflash. That's cool, but too many angles, too many men. Perfecto called upon to hold B solo. Mezzy, you can see that, a little bit of pep taken out of his step after the Buster AWP. Continues to show presence though. He's trying to serve that his purpose in a
I think we just saw that, didn't we?
pacifist way. Yeah.
A second diff of that one. So really limiting the aggressive positioning of Cloud9 to make sure they're not playing for info. But Electronic next up to the plate barrel. Spotted and killed. Not delivered. Roy, huge.
Wow. And now a missed shot from Shiro. He is in trouble. He is in jeopardy. Dexter's got him locked. And FNATIC have found access.
Bomb has been planted.
Resmoke on Elevator. This is now a conversation about not winning, but surviving. Unless Dexter gives this to Hoppit cleanly, they might have a look in. Just enough to get him out. And with no kit present, we play the advantage through. Crims is on his way to try and take something extra away. Buster holding it.
There's a lot of time for this as well. So Crims doesn't have to rush. Look, bomb only halfway gone. Also sound cues that you may hear a scope towards middle, somebody trying to sneak towards the ladder room.
Perfecto is already considering it. You can see just considering every option on B. Crims and Perfecto, there will be friction. There will. He's been spotted out, doesn't want to lose his own weapon. And goes and calls it quits. 6 to
one way that's dropped, it's so well known. You can see Mezzi was acknowledging as soon as the smoke was dropped out here. Creates a little bit of a gap you can try and be cheeky through, but
what, this one here?
Yeah, so but Mezzi can abuse it against them if push up, right? This is the thing. It's so well known at the moment. Now he's going to throw out one of his own. So any tricks you've got, I've got them as well. When smokes on smokes on smokes, B is blocked here, but that just shows you how much pressure. Because there's a minute left on the clock. Mezzi's doing a great job, and that flash even better. Up the ramp, Roy with another opener.
Oh, they're screaming. Orb trap sandbags. Hoping for the punish. That's the end of Shiro. Great work again from Roy. Crim's dead. He did significant damage to Hobbit. And with 50 seconds now for them to piece together this final element of their attack. Regrouping. Roy, I have to continue to sing his praises. Does seem reinvigorated, returning to that kind of, well, if you'll pardon the pun, his flame form. You can't really contest this. A flash just to try and facilitate a frag.
Hey, it's going to do it.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh!
It's not. Perfecto gets away at 10 HP, and now they actually have the advantage for this retake. Afro, important shots to be hit here. Smoke on the bomb, he takes some liberties, going wide, doesn't want to be the first to take that pot shot, calls the bluff on the fake.
Oh no!
Oh, that leaves a mark, that is a problem, and they will take the round. Punishment back.
Time for play. Remember, Holy Trinity of the map pool, Anubis and Ancient, if we need to get there.
Hallelujah. And for this head-to-head, it's exciting as well. Electronic didn't like...
You know that gun has a scope, right, Electronic?
Yeah, but he's going to use it like a shotgun. Up close, one-shot headshot. Take that. Take that. Oh, and delivers a heavy blow. Takes 2 down with the organ. There's more where that came from. No hope for Afro. And this round already gifted to the boys of C9. Unless Mezzi and Crims are really feeling fruity on this 2v4. They don't have the bomb. And they don't have much... Oh, brutal. Can't even stick around that Molly spreads.
Hobbit
has the bomb.
Look at that. Sitting on it. And it's going to cost him.
Gets his crosshead to him. Does a lot of damage, which really hinders the hopes and chances.
I think the bigger issue I see here is the fact that there's still 50 seconds left on the clock. And right now they are essentially playing a retake B setup. So,
and retake A.
Yeah, they're giving up an awful lot of space here. Now they can harass with U2. You can see Shiro has a molly. They are going to boost, so they might even be able to silently get their way up here. Nobody spotted towards default for Mezzi. He's up now. Crims can smoke and... Okay, well, they're worried about a player quad. Nobody's home.
Well,
here comes that Shiro molly.
Crims needs to try and live. 10 seconds. Buster extends, does take them down, and up to Mezzi. With just 9 seconds left, he's better off trying to get the kills, pushing the smoke, spamming him through. Perfect from Perfecto.
They managed to get themselves 7 rounds on the T side here. And Cloud9 still the favorites by the bookmakers. Afro taking a bit of contact early, and here they come. The trainer Cloud9, it's in your face.
Yeah, let's see what Afro's got. He's got Dexter in support at least. Turn the flash. Great headshot out of Dexter, but Electronic says, anything you can do, I can do better. Doubles up. Crims will do the same. Contributes heavily. Ooh, gap for Electronic to try and punish, but that bomb goes down. Does it? Spoke too soon. I thought Shiro was holding that one.
Should have.
Smoke coming through. Messy now. Electronic would need to do... Oh, he has done a whole lot. Gets 3 before Shiro's thrust into the 1v2, and he's out of there.
Plenty of time to play this round out here.
Fake the steps. Go on.
Full-on reset. This is going to be FNATIC now. Are they going to split up? Are they going to stay together?
Gamble B?
There's just so many options, right?
Of course there is, but I mean, it looks like, just from their immediate body language, that they're going to gamble B. Like, essentially say, you're not fakey-ing us out.
Well, Crims is rocking a Glock.
That's what he needs for his 4th frag. It's going to have to be Crims. Oh! Okay,
FNATIC. I don't know if you're going to be able to do anything about this here. Keep in mind that one Shiro flash. Mezzi with space. Mezzi with so much space.
The only one, though. And he'll take him down. Nothing to report. Electronic, the one that dropped that AK. Dexter confirms. Lots of action towards the ramp. Nade could be perfect if he nades it right. Bang onto Perfecto's nose. And that recovered FAMAS softened up. Crims reacting, flash in the sky, hoping to get info off of that, forces them all back. Perfecto finished off, but there's Hobbit. Still with the AK, posts his second. Confirmation of presence, spots Roy on the crane, crosshair's good, and the frag is too. Hobbit doing so much for the boys. A triple kill so far, make it quad. He takes another scalp, 1 AK Chad, and they've got themselves the round, unless Mezzi can come up clutch. Rifle, he can work with that, 12 bullets, all he needs. Buster on site, Hobbit exposed. If he can just find Fat Buster, waiting for the reswing.
He's got no idea. He's overlooked him.
This is so ridiculous. He's on a millimeter, a sliver left of concrete.
Living on the edge.
Find it, that SMG, the weapon for the job. He's not going to look at it. Hobbit, what an incredible round for Cloud9. Hobbit.
Ships in some of these events, but they don't have huge names that you're signing behind here. Shiro fast for the AWP.
4-0 in opening Jules Shiro. Yet to concede an opening death. And it looks like he could be up for a fifth here as he's going looking. Roy, ouch! Finds him, hands him through the smoke, his ass, and his first opening death.
Yeah, Roy's trying to level out his department as well. I think he was about 3 for 5 within that first half.
Ouch.
Buster, not too shabby, using it against Mezzi. We spoke about it in the first half. And that head-to-head, they were jousting with Mezzi being the nuisance. Now it's Buster's turn.
That's a lot. I mean, considering the state of play.
I think that's probably where Buster is going to be pretty comfortable because back when he was on Avantgarde,
yes,
I know, with James.
Right, in 1993.
Yeah, sorry everybody, I'm old, I get it. But he was working that B lobby as well. So, there are some similarities. But in more recent time, especially when it's on the Cloud9 roster, Axel's going to get all of the key positions and the positions he wants, just being so strong as an individual. But they are going to look towards this B finish. And Dexter, you have to love this. He hasn't been caught. Hobbit, Dexter's talking. He's definitely heard something here.
This is such an opportunity. Oh, God, that's the bomb carrier. Electronic going to be
30
shouting,
seconds.
foaming at the mouth. Threat from both sides, though. Hobbit from the bridge side. Smokes it off. He's doing it. He's saying the bomb's with me. Come and get me, boys. He's got to push through a molly, push through a smoke. He saw your barrel. He knows what's up. You got the bomb. 18 seconds. What are you supposed to do? Die is what Perfecto does. And, well, not much to be done for Hobbit and Buster.
Yeah, they're going to try and get this all.
A single man completely disrupting the T side.
Afro really wants this all. Well, he's not going to push the issue here. Thought maybe he'd love to go and pry the
bullets down. And you get that sound cue, at least maybe if your opponent's within earshot, but teammates rather.
Now they can stall out a little bit longer here, right? So limping the nades out, not off the rip. But all of this util placed to scare Cloud9. Are they playing behind the one-way? Is it just a delay tactic? You don't want to risk it. As again, another sandbag smoke will land, but Cloud9 know they need to get a move on.
Yeah, you get into the pointy end of this 21st round. And it's Hobbit caught out. Afro down after the one. Roy caught by Shiro. Still dispatching of Electronic beforehand.
Push again, he's pushing again.
Yeah, this is really ballsy from Dexter. He already won them one in the previous. Perfecto's to fill that gap. That's his responsibility. Head spotted. Dexter are noted. 20 seconds they need to plant. If one more from Dexter, this gets very hard for Cloud9. Buster. Oh! Walks in. Dexter pre-fire, obscured by the smoke. No problem. He's ready for it. He's so aware. Dexter switched on today as he comes online for the boys and secures another. 16 frags. I think the craziest Dexter game we cast was a Vertigo game as well. Do you remember? He was
regardless, if it wasn't for that Hobbit hero AK round with all 5 kills, maybe FNATIC will be teaming towards that 16. Electronic with some pace will find an opener.
That's a big frag from Electronic. Reaction necessary. Dexter good for one. Molly gap, love that, does deter. They feel like they've seen enough. They didn't manage to leave with much more than a frag and some damage onto Electronic. I can't believe Roy probably feels a little hard done by.
But look at this full rotation here. There's actually an empty B bomb site right now.
Whoa.
FNATIC are clearing out the A ramp, but
it's not the end of the world, is it?
No, they have util for the retake, sure, but the bigger issue is how far does Buster push? If he goes deep, right, if they actually want to take fights towards connector, you want to fight towards CT spawn, then they might be able to use these Tech 9s a bit more efficiently, but if they sit back, they are just going to be isolated here. Heavy on the flank. If they win these fights, they can pick up some rifles, but it's Electronic Glock. I don't have too much faith for this one.
No, nor he. But, I mean, this time, it is going to have to be pretty perfect on the way in. One good deagle headshot and it gets awkward. These stairs down, Afro onto Buster, that's perfecto, needs another. Look at the time, he gets it! Cloud9, one more from perfecto, they have to be defusing, doesn't have the kit, they're gonna do it! A 12th round stolen away, and a quad kill from perfecto.
Goal missed by here. Crims is literally just rocking an M4 with a flash of smoke and a molly that I think was donated to him. He has no armor whatsoever for this. There's not a single defuse kit. Oh, that's not nice.
Oh! Afro, are you crazy? He's insane! He gets them! He connects them! Afro racks up the double, brings the fight to Cloud9. He says, don't worry, boys, I got this. I'll solve the problem. I'll win the round before your lack of armor ever becomes a conversation. From the top rope.
Okay, well,
the flying Frenchman.
That's one way to kick off the round, huh? Just as I'm worried about Crim's buy, it's a 4v1. Big slap in the face there, and yeah, give Afro the final. Deserves it. Spotted now is Buster. Position given up. Shouldn't be too long for this world here. Still going to give it a crack. From the highest to highs of the previous, now Cloud9.
Nearly took down Afro there. Buster in the clutch. Timing on this though from B stairs, and Crim's down. Nice find from Buster. Lack of armor hurts.
Flanks the problem, and there it is, Roy. Perfectly timed. Business end of this game.
It's working. Mezzy and Crims were forward on B, and now both are kind of cheating back to Gen and mid. So just from Hobbit making a couple of steps on the ramp and everyone else cutting noise, it does just leave essentially a 4 versus 1 on B. Free smoke to buy time. It wasn't, it was a flash.
Yeah, you're hoping for a reaction, you know, hoping someone spams or makes a sound cue or gives something away here. A molly to stall things out as well, and again, they're searching over towards A. FNATIC are doing it as a team at least.
This before though.
But
this is how they lost the Tech-9s.
But this progression right here, I still don't hate it, right? They're going to have a lot of info, and if they lose the site, we saw Cloud9, they gave up the site completely in that first half and then were able to retake. So they're happy to concede the plant here. Maybe Mezzy's not. First onto Electronic.
Yeah, and big start, and there's more to be had as well. Looking for the trade desperately. Haven't committed with the bomb. The Hobbit takes down Dexter. Mezzy's gone too. They have access. They should be getting that plant in. Shiro shuffling towards that site. Afro trying to provide some sort of fire. Roy late through mid.
Save.
Hobbit's got it, and that is going to be a Cloud9 round.
There's $1,400 loss bonus into the next tier for FNATIC. They don't have an option to go for it. That's why I thought they'd play retake. I didn't think they'd want to fight against it, right? Let them into the side, the bomb goes down, wait for it to fade. If you can get a couple kills, you can go for it. If not, everybody can save. Now it's going to be much more difficult. With that loss bonus, Afro's going to be able to drop something, but that's not if Hobbit takes away another kill. The fight towards T-Stairs, and Roy lucky to stay alive here. They need to hold on to this AWP. We saw what Afro did in the last round, right? That was huge impact. He only got 12 kills, but that previous, it was massive. So give him another opportunity to do that as Roy.
Very well. Obscured by the smoke. Afro will have a lot of information here. This is a powerful position to save on the absence of utility. Well, Afro's dead now. Feeling the futility of defense against Cloud9. That's another body drop. Roy gave it a pot shot, and yep, 3 left from Cloud9 to take FNATIC's pick away. Crim's next victim sprayed on down. Nice combination with Dexter, but Buster beating Mezzy. We've said that before. And Shiro pegging it, not interested. Down the ramp, sprinting away, want to make sure they can finish it here. Their best opportunity to do so, and with Buster taking all that space, he has single-handedly guaranteed this round. Unless Crims does something ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, you don't see that every day. Strafing in.
Trying something outside of the map, not outside of the box. As, it is just Dexter now. Has had a good map, but it hasn't been enough. 25 kills in total for the newly appointed FNATIC in-game leader. Has one available. We can sneak up behind here. 2 spotted, just can't connect the dots. Perfecto takes him down, and that's going to be the first map victory for new look Cloud9. 16-13,